Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P134B pertains to the Crankshaft Position signal diagnostics for the Honda Civic 2022 and newer models. The P134B code indicates that an abnormality related to the CKP, Crankshaft Position sensor signal, has been detected by the PCM powertrain control module. This sensor plays a critical role in monitoring the position of the crankshaft, which directly influences timing and engine management functions. If the PCM finds discrepancies in the signal transmitted by the CKP sensor, it triggers the storage of this DTC in its memory for further investigation. It's essential to understand that the crankshaft position is vital for optimal engine performance, as it helps in controlling ignition timing and fuel injection. Therefore, diagnosing the cause of this error code is crucial to maintaining engine efficiency and performance in affected vehicles. The DTC P134B arises from issues with the crankshaft position CKP sensor, which is situated typically near the crankshaft within the engine bay of the Honda Civic. This CKP sensor sends crucial information about the crankshaft's position to the powertrain control module, PCM. The PCM interprets these signals to optimize engine operations, such as fuel delivery and ignition timing. Additionally, the CKP pulse plate is also involved in this signal transmission, being a component that aids the CKP sensor in reading the crankshaft's position accurately. If any of these components malfunction or present interferences, the resulting signal can deviate from the expected norm, prompting the PCM to activate the DTC P134B. The proper functioning of these components is essential for preventing performance-related issues in the vehicle. There are several possible causes for the DTC P134B. First, wiring or connection issues in the CKP sensor circuit can lead to an abnormal signal being sent to the PCM. Inspecting the cables for damage or looseness is essential. Second, a faulty CKP sensor may not provide correct positional information, resulting in erroneous readings by the PCM. Third, the CKP pulse plate may also be damaged or misaligned, hindering the sensor's ability to read crankshaft positions accurately. Lastly, while less common, a malfunction within the PCM itself can lead to incorrect diagnostics and timing adjustments, triggering DTC P134B. Each of these areas requires careful inspection to identify the root cause of the problem and rectify it effectively. Symptoms of encountering DTC P134B typically manifest in several ways. Firstly, you may experience engine performance issues, where the vehicle may hesitate or lack power during acceleration. Additionally, the check engine light will likely illuminate on the dashboard, alerting the driver to an issue that needs attention. Misfires might also occur, reflecting irregular combustion cycles due to incorrect spark timing influenced by the abnormal crankshaft signal. Furthermore, drivers may notice difficulty in starting the vehicle, as precise timing is critical for ignition. All these symptoms indicate an underlying issue related to the crankshaft position signal that needs to be thoroughly diagnosed and resolved. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P134B, start the engine and maintain the engine speed above 1,000 revolutions per minute, RPM, for a duration of 10 seconds. This action is critical as it allows the engine to warm up and ensures that the PCM can monitor the CKP sensor signal under operational conditions. Next, using the HDS Honda Diagnostic System tool, check the OBD status for the presence of DTC P134B. This procedure helps in confirming whether the code is still active or if it is a historical code. If the DTC reappears during this monitoring phase, it indicates that the CKP sensor is likely still malfunctioning, and further diagnostics will be necessary. The second step in the troubleshooting process involves a test drive of the vehicle to capture pertinent data. Drive the vehicle for several minutes within operational parameters, especially focusing on engine speed and vehicle speed. During this time, the HDS should be monitored closely to see if DTC P134B reappears. Analyzing this data allows for a comprehensive understanding of how the CKP sensor is performing under normal driving conditions. If the code does not reappear after performing this step, it could indicate a temporary fault, while its return suggests persistent issues that need to be resolved. In this step, the focus shifts toward inspecting the connectors associated with the CKP sensor for any signs of disconnection or damage. A thorough visual inspection is essential, as loose terminals or corroded connections can result in erratic signals being sent to the PCM. Confirm that both the CKP sensor and the PCM connectors are securely fastened and free from dirt, corrosion, or other foreign materials that could impact connectivity. If the connections appear normal and intact, further investigation into the sensor itself or other components will be necessary, given that wiring issues are a common cause of DTCs in these systems. The fourth troubleshooting step entails checking the ground circuit connections. Specifically, verify that both the engine ground and body ground connections are secure and free from corrosion or damage. Poor grounding can lead to signal interference and inaccuracies in the information communicated to the PCM. A stable ground connection is essential for the proper electrical function of the CKP sensor. If any abnormalities are found during this inspection, rectifying these issues is vital before proceeding to test the sensor components themselves. A strong ground ensures that the entire electrical system functions correctly and reduces the chances of throwing diagnostic trouble codes. The fifth step involves a visual inspection of the CKP pulse plate. For this procedure, the CKP sensor should first be removed to allow a clear view of the pulse plate. Inspect it thoroughly for any signs of damage, such as cracks or displacements, and ensure there are no loose fittings. The pulse plate assists the CKP sensor in generating accurate readings by providing the necessary timing marks for the sensor. If any damage is identified, this could lead to inaccuracies in the crankshaft position signal and trigger the DTC P134B. If the pulse plate appears intact, the investigation should continue to the CKP sensor itself. In this sixth troubleshooting step, you will install a known good CKP sensor into the system. This is done as a method of eliminating the CKP sensor as the source of the issue. After installation, attempt to reproduce the conditions under which the DTC P134B originally occurred. Observing whether the error code appears again will indicate if the CKP sensor is faulty. If the DTC does not reappear, it confirms that the previous CKP sensor was the problem, necessitating replacement. Conversely, if the error persists, it suggests that further investigation into other related components or systems is warranted. The final troubleshooting step requires inspecting the PCM if previous steps have shown normal conditions. Ensure that no issues were found in the CKP sensor or its related components. With everything else functioning correctly, it leads to the conclusion that the PCM might be at fault. It is essential to conduct tests to confirm whether the PCM is properly managing signals from the CKP sensor. If the PCM is found to be malfunctioning, it may require replacement or reprogramming depending on the specific issue encountered. This step is crucial as it determines the final outcome of the troubleshooting effort and ensures that the vehicle can return to optimal performance. After completing the necessary repairs or component replacements identified during troubleshooting, it is critical to perform a final repair verification. This involves conducting a test drive to ensure that the vehicle operates correctly under various conditions. During this phase, monitor the HDS closely to check if DTC P134B reappears. A successful verification will result in no recurrence of the error code, indicating effective resolution of the underlying issue. If the DTC does reappear, it indicates that further diagnosis is required, and the cycle of troubleshooting must begin anew to identify any remaining faults. To prevent the occurrence of DTC P134B and maintain optimal functionality of the CKP sensor, it's advisable to incorporate regular maintenance checks into your vehicle servicing routine. Inspect the CKP sensor and its connectors periodically, ensuring all connections are secure and free from corrosion. Schedule routine diagnostics using the HDS to monitor vehicle performance and catch potential issues early. Early identification of wiring or connection problems can avert significant engine issues down the line. Maintaining these components will support the longevity and performance of the vehicle, thereby enhancing the driving experience. In conclusion, addressing DTC P134B requires a systematic understanding of the CKP sensor's importance and the components involved. The troubleshooting process is designed to follow a methodical approach that ensures thorough inspection and diagnosis. Each step helps in isolating potential issues, whether related to the CKP sensor, pulse plate, or PCM. It's vital to adhere to these steps diligently to mitigate the risks of unnecessary part replacements. Successfully resolving DTC P134B not only enhances vehicle performance, but also contributes to the overall reliability of the Honda Civic. Regular maintenance and inspections can play a key role in preventing future occurrences, ensuring a smoother driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.